Welcome. Here I aim to work through topics and issues that are relevant in modern society. Initially, I will be reflecting and questioning things that catch my eye and pique my interest. Eventually, I intend to dig into things recommended by viewers if there ever happens to be any. This endeavor is at its core an exercise for me to better understand the world and people in it. I could sit at home and work this process in private or locally with individuals of varied views, but with the same curiosity and drive that I have to find truth. But that is a limitation on exposure to views and skepticism within a very small bubble. In the modern age, with communication and virtual town squares, it seems limiting to confine my questioning when there is no need to do so. For those watching, please feel free to join me on this journey. Provide your own questions and views. Perhaps together we can cut to the heart of the subjects explored. Now, with my intent having been stated, I will begin with defining the Socratic Method, a boring subject to be sure, but an essential one so that exploration and learning is bound by some rules, and a tested and trusted method for finding truth. The Socratic Method originated with the ancient Greek philosopher Socrates. He used dialogue and questioning as a means to stimulate critical thinking and develop ideas. This approach is documented primarily through the works of Plato, a student who depicted the method as a dialectical process aimed at exposing contradictions and refining understanding. The method has influenced Western philosophy, education, and legal reasoning, standing as a foundational technique to engage learners in active inquiry rather than passive reception. The Socratic method centers on dialectical questioning, aimed at stimulating critical thinking and revealing underlying assumptions. Key principles include cooperative argumentative dialogue, the pursuit of definitions, continuous probing for clarity, and the recognition of ignorance as a starting point for knowledge. This iterative questioning promotes deeper insight and helps participants self-examine beliefs rather than accept information uncritically. The method emphasizes humility, curiosity, and logical rigor as critical to gaining genuine understanding. The key point here is to allow that the opposing view should be weighed as equal in value and weight to your own view or argument until facts or logic show otherwise. This is the most difficult task before us, to assume that the opposing view is correct and to search for facts and arguments that dismantle it through sound logic. This will enable us to find the truth of the matter. And with that, we can find the proper path forward, grounded in the truth that both sides can see and believe. This does not mean we will agree on the remedy, but until we agree on the nature of the issue or our reality, any conversation on the path forward can only be based on an idea that we have moral or intellectual superiority, without first establishing that that's a fact. This hubris can and will ultimately lead us to failure, even if we are mostly or even completely correct in our view of the problem or topic. Socratic inquiry employs various types of questions. We should start with clarification questions. These are designed to ensure that we speak to each other rather than past each other, or begin arguing semantics. We will then use questions to probe assumptions. This will allow us to identify any contradictions and other substantive weaknesses. Then we will move on to questioning viewpoint and perspective. We will use these questions to pull out any implicit bias and assumed premises that interfere with logical thought and conclusions. Now that we have pulled out the substance of our topic or idea, we can begin exploring consequences and implications at the first level and even second and third level order effects. Here is when we can begin to develop an appropriate course of action or begin to adjust our thoughts to bring them in line with our deeper understanding of the topic. Each type of questioning serves a distinct function in deepening discourse and uncovering the foundations of beliefs. Mastering these question types will enhance the effectiveness of the dialogue and guide participants towards critical insights. Finally, Engaging in Socratic questioning fosters open-mindedness by exposing individuals to alternative perspectives and encouraging reconsideration of initial positions. This process promotes self-reflection and intellectual humility, crucial traits for lifelong learning and personal growth. Research indicates that active, willing participants report greater willingness to entertain doubt and revise beliefs after Socratic inquiry sessions. Such outcomes contribute not only to knowledge, but also to social and emotional development through empathy and respect for hearing differing views. Of course, if all else fails, you will at least know for certain that the individual you are questioning is either an ideologue or of low IQ and incapable of deep thought. Thank you for joining me. I will be uploading my first topic soon. Please leave a comment down below and offer topics you think I should dive into. May your curiosity last and the desire to seek truth grow. Socratic Vet.